Hey guys. Okay, we're going to talk about TikTok marketing strategies for beginners today. And I'm so excited because I have Daryl Gray with me and Ben Kaplan, who are two awesome friends of mine and are doing extremely well when it comes to TikTok. So hold on, buckle up, and enjoy this YouTube video because you're totally going to love it.
I came over from originally doing Instagram. So it was for me, the understanding the importance of hashtags and really having a widespread category of hashtags. So many people, like, even if you're not doing marketing, so many people, when they try to blow up, they use the straight hashtag for you page or FYP. And because everyone's doing it, it gets oversaturated. And I learned that from Instagram because everybody on Instagram will be explore page, whatever the big hashtag for Instagram is. So when I was growing Instagram pages for affiliate marketing, I learned if you spread your hashtags, it gives you it gives you a wider audience to target, and B, it's less competition. The same with I tell beginners, if you want to do CPA, to go in Bing ads. If you go to the less competitive but it's still targeted, you can basically emulate the results you would get if you were to blow up on the For You page, if you were to blow up on the Explore page. So it's really about really drawing people in those first 5 to 10 seconds. That's the first thing before you even get to the hashtag, because people are just swiping. There's hundreds of thousands of videos on TikTok. So if your video is just some you mellow tone, no energy, you don't really grab attention, nobody's gonna watch your video. Like, any video that blows up, it's either it starts off with money or they're grabbing you in from the start. And so it's about those first 10 seconds. And then from there, keeping them entertained, giving them value. Same thing you do with a YouTube video, a post on Facebook. Give them some sort of value, and then using those hashtags to find those correct people. Like me, I do organic marketing, and on TikTok, I made a post saying Facebook moms, Facebook this, and I only have 40 some followers, but that video is constantly growing because I'm reaching that audience because I teach organic Facebook marketing. So when they reach out to me, they're like, hey, I use Facebook. I want to learn what he's doing. But it's not the straight tactic of trying to go on the biggest page on TikTok thinking I'm going to get all of the traffic. So you have to understand the importance of hashtags, how to use them, which hashtags to use. Long tail hashtags, like long tail keywords for YouTube if you're just starting, and really just combining all of those to grow your profile.
That's important, the whole hashtag thing, yeah, because when I first started, I had no clue what I was doing. And so I was trying to get all the biggest hashtags. And then I learned, like, no, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to get like the small hashtags and then
Mm-hmm.
medium hashtags and then the few bigger hashtags. I mean, I just know, I just learned to this morning that, the guy used an example and he had like whatever the main thing was about. And I thought this was really cool because again, I'm still learning, and not everybody can be like Ben. And
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're so nice. Thank you, Shelly. You're so nice.
but he had, this is cool because he had like the main thing that his video was about. And he had here, I have all these hashtags. And he said the one thing that blew this one video up to millions was he had just like, okay, Ben, right now we're talking about Ben and he's drinking a thing, and we're talking about maybe him in summer camp. Okay. Well, one of the hashtags was the drink he's drinking. We're gonna call it Coke. So so he put the hashtag Coke. It had nothing to do with the video, but it was in the video. Like this morning in the live, I used the example, say you had a dog, and he said the collar was the hashtag. So I'm actually glad you mentioned that, Daryl, because I mean, like I said, I learned that this morning. So there's a big deal that has to do with the whole hashtag things. And apparently, Daryl, you said you know more about Instagram. You know more than I do. So apparently, it is more of a big deal with the hashtags with TikTok than Instagram, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah, because it was kind of how I was making it sound. I've only been really on Instagram for so long. So okay,
And
and
branding on Instagram as well. Branding is
huh?
very important.
What's
Like,
important?
if you don't build your brand on Instagram, you will not get followers, not get likes, or any of that. You have to be consistent. There is no this type of post this day, the next type of post. Like for me, I was doing keto, like I told Ben back in the interview. So like the first week, maybe that week was all breakfast, but it was all good looking food. So the next week will be lunch. The next week will be dinner, but it was all consistent. So if you flow down the page, it's just a consistent flow. It's not this picture looks like this picture looks like that. Because a lot of big pages, they either have their theme for Make Money Online with their branding on it, and it's all consistent one color, or it's a consistent type of picture throughout the page, whether that's, like I said, breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, but it's consistent and it's not jumping around from place to place. Because some days I would do different pictures of Alfredo. Then the next day I would do different pictures of just chicken, then pizza, then pancakes, but it was consistent throughout the page. And then those hashtags allowed it to spread, because I just kept a list of hashtags that I wanted to use in my notes. And when I wanted to go post, I would be okay, all right, let's use these hashtags today. And that would grab a new few people. So that'll be a new 20 followers, a new 30 followers. And you would just continue to do that to grow that page.
Thanks. Now I know where I'm messing up.
That is,
But I was also told though, which I just now hired an expert that's supposed to help me, because I don't have time to do all that. So, but she was kind of saying the same thing. But she's brand new, so she hadn't told me about that. So that's kind of cool to know, because I was told that you also, you use it for your brand, but you also, it's more of a place too where people can learn about you. You post stuff about you, post stuff about your brand, but it's a place where it's like, the lady was telling me, post pictures of you, post pictures of your daughter, post pictures of, and my brand, but maybe that's more on the,
it's more of a personal approach.
What's that called? No, not the post on the
stories.
Yeah. Maybe that's more for the stories and stuff like that. That's what she told me to post on stories. I'm like, okay, I can do that. So maybe I need to more focus on the, okay. But I've started doing it more heavily on Instagram. So, but when it comes speaking, that's perfect, because speaking of that reminds me, because I'm not consistent when it comes to TikTok. That's my problem. And I always talk about how you should be consistent on YouTube, but that's my main thing. And I use TikTok because Jacob Karras is I love the man. And he always told me, you need to pick one, maybe two things, and you need to focus on them. So I used TikTok because it's video. It's fun. I have my daughter on there. I do silly stuff on there. I talk about business on there. And I was kind of doing really good there for a while, and I completely stopped. I just stopped. But you really need to post, I was told, at least once or twice a day, and stay consistent. Like Ben's doing really good. We're going to ask him about his in a minute, how he can stay consistent. But, I started doing it again, and I started being consistent. And you're right, and you grow when you're consistent, right, Ben? You grow.
Absolutely.
But, you also have to be careful, because if TikTok is not one of your main things, and a lot of people might disagree.
Get distracted.
And then I was actually stressed out the other day. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't post anything, and I was doing so good, and I was doing 2 a day. Oh, and you can't, I'm not going to do it if I have to treat it like that, because it is not one of my main things. And whenever I treat it where it's fun and it's something to do, and it is good for my business, because I love to talk about my business, then I can post on TikTok. And I'm just telling people this because I know I'm not where, I could be a lot farther down the road, but it's not one of my main things. So don't beat yourself up. I was talking to a friend this morning, and she was beating herself up because she's like, so many people are doing better than me, and I'm not doing that great. I'm like, and I stopped and I said, well, she thinks YouTube's more important. I'm like, well, as long as you're treating that more important. But if one of your main things is TikTok, then we're going to talk to Ben, and he's going to tell us what we need to do, because you need to stay consistent. You need to follow the rules. You need to do what you're supposed to do, so you can get the numbers up and stay in there. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to put that out there, because people do that and they beat themselves up when they don't see the numbers. My numbers aren't gigantic, but I'm happy. I love TikTok. It's so fun. And if you try to take it serious and it's not one of your main things, it's not going to be fun no more, and you're going to get burned out, and you're going to quit like I did.
Definitely.
Exactly. So Ben, he's really into TikTok and he's doing good. And I think he needs to stay with it and it needs to be one of his main things. So Ben, tell us what you're doing right.
Hi, Shelly. Well, so first of all, thanks for having me on. I'm pretty
Yeah.
excited to be here. So literally, I just started my TikTok last week, and I just checked. I'll just check again real quick.
Trying to rub it in on us.
Yeah, no, this is like, I've never experienced like social media success like this before in my life. In 1 week, I've gotten to 1,725 followers already. If anybody can see that, right? Right. So like, yeah, this is like shot. Because I did not expect this at all. Because a week ago, I didn't know anything about TikTok. And leading up to that week, I remember you, Shelly, were like, Ben, you should get on TikTok. You should really start getting on TikTok. Get on TikTok. And then you told me. Then I started chatting with Chris Fong a little bit, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you should get on TikTok." Then like a couple other people were like, "Ben, get on TikTok." So it's like, all right, finally, I'll do it. So what I did was I went through the Legendary Marketer, that $1 TikTok course. I went through all the videos in about it's like 2 hours. It took me to go through all the videos in the morning, and then I just started posting right away. And so that's how I got started with TikTok. And really, what I tried to do is what they teach in the course is like just take an hour, take 2 hours, just scroll through videos, see what you like, see what you don't like, see what's been being successful, start following those people, and try to emulate them and try to start doing what they're doing. But like at the same time, you got to try to make it your own. You know, you don't want to do exactly what everybody else is doing. And I think that's just something I had to overcome too in affiliate marketing, because you take a course like Legendary Marketer or OFA or whatever, and you do exactly what you're told, and which works for them, but they're the ones who did it first, so they have the advantage. So you got to make these things your own somehow. But Shelly, you're absolutely right, being about posting consistently. So I post minimally now. It's only been 7 days, but 3 or 4 times a day, minimally. I probably will spend an hour or two a day just making TikTok videos and making like 5 or 10 in a row, busting them out as many as I can. So that's really important. And I try to do like a combination of, I forget what the exact formula is called, but I try to do informational ones about affiliate marketing and how 5 tips for growing your business online, 5 tools you could do for growing online. Exactly. Where you're pointing and there's music playing. I'm doing those. I'm doing a few, like not a lot though, that are like not even affiliate marketing related. That can more just show my personality, like who I am. And I think what Daryl was saying too earlier about using hashtags, really smart, because and one of the things in the Legendary Marketing course, and if anyone's watching this, if you haven't gone through that, and I don't mean to just plug, oh, you're wearing the shirt anyway. Anyway, if you haven't taken the Legendary Marketing TikTok course and you want to learn TikTok, it's $1 and it's like 2.5 hours of your life. It is so worth it. So you should do it. So end of plug. But yes, do it, man. But it teaches you it gives you a formula for like, if you have this many followers, you should be doing hashtags that are between if you have less than 5,000 followers, you should only be going after hashtags that are like between 1,000 and 500, I forget the exact, 500,000, something like that. Well, if you're at this many followers, you want to go after this kind of hashtags. So that's what I do. I make sure all my hashtags are within the current range that I need to be in, because you're right, Daryl said, I will actually widen your audience. And that too, I always put music in my videos, and I always try to, and I don't always do the trending songs, but those absolutely help if you're putting songs that are trending too. So that's another that's helped me out as well. And I'd like to again put in my personality. Like I love The Simpsons. It's a fanatical level of love of The Simpsons. So I made a TikTok video about Simpsons characters that would be great affiliate marketers, because why? And it hasn't done as well as my other videos, but they've gotten decent views.
Cool.
Yeah. So you gotta and this is difficult for me, because it was always been kind of hard for me to think outside the box. But when you go through the TikTok course for $1, and you learn everything, you have to figure out how you can make it all your own, and how you can apply that to your personality, your skill set, your beliefs, whatever it is. Just customize it to you. Just don't take the template and use the same template that you were given. Just tweak it up a little bit.
Good. Tell me this one isn't good, guys. Okay. She makes cups, and honestly, they're the best cups I've ever seen in my. I'm usually drinking out of one. They're like this, and how they're pretty, you know, and they're all, you know. Anyways, so she hand makes those and sells them. She did a TikTok where another girl said, "Hey, does anybody else make these cups? Let me know." And so Julie's like, has her cup, and she's like, and then she's like, he has like the words, "This is my favorite cup," and it's freaking beautiful cup. I actually commented, "Make me one." But you know, that was cool. It was fun. And she, what's the word I wrote down because I always forget that word? Duet. She did a duet with somebody. She used her business. She made it fun, you know, and I thought that was really cool. And that reminded me of you kind of with the whole Simpson thing. So
Yeah,
that
exactly.
blew up. I haven't commented on that. You didn't send it to me. You need to send it to me.
Okay, I'll once it's over, I'll send it to you. But like,
I thought the one, oh, go ahead.
no, what were we gonna say?
I thought the one I did, which I was going to pull them up in here, but that takes time having to pull them up and everything. But anyways, I recently did the one, and I think I had more fun with this TikTok than any of them. You already know what I'm fixing to say.
I think I know exactly what you're gonna say.
It was supposed to be, I think I worded it wrong because I put before marketing or something. And
Yeah, I
should
saw that
like,
one. That one.
Yeah, the
Before online
Run
marketing.
DMC song. Yeah.
Yeah, and after online marketing, I
Well,
was like, Brooke, this is good because my job, this is going to blow up. This is fun. This is cool. And then I almost hit my head on the.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I wasn't gonna say anything, but I
So-
saw.
Yeah, well, my friend Scott did. He
I went. So I went down this rabbit hole of like YouTube videos last night for people who were like expert TikTokers and like giving like TikTok tutorials, and all of them were saying that TikTok is very pro reposting your content. So like if you have a video and you know, even if it did great, you know, definitely repost it. But even if you have videos that you really liked and you thought were good but didn't perform as well as you thought, repost them again. Use different hashtags and try a different title, and that, you know, see what happens there, because TikTok wants you to post as much content all the time. There's no real punishment for posting all the time. So post, repost, just get your stuff out there as much as you can.
Yeah.
It's weird you said that because y'all. Do you know who Daryl? Do you know who Rachel Peterson is?
Oh, I follow her.
Yeah, I love her. Mark, I love her.
Heard the
Anyways.
name.
You're gonna know her. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
She's good, and she says to repost old ones too. And you know, I watched that video a while back, and the other day I was like, I hadn't posted again. I was kind of freaking out. I hadn't posted anything, and I was like, oh, I have tons. You know, I have tons. I started off. I suck. But I'm like, some of them are good. So I already reposted one. So you're right. I'm going back and like, because she said to do the same thing and reposting. So everybody that's listening, if you have like me and you have a whole bunch of them,
Yeah.
repost them. You know,
Repost
why
them.
not?
Especially if they did well, and like that theory held true. Like, so the first video that I had that blew up, that it got like 15,000 views. I was like, I don't know, reposting, is it really going to perform that well again? Well, yeah, it will actually, because I reposted it, and in 2 days it's got like 3,000 views already. So like, I think it's performing a little slower than it did originally, but it's still getting me views. It's still getting me more likes. It's still getting me more follows. Like, so pick your best content. I think it's like I think the best time to do it is within 48 hours, but still just repost. If you had something good, get it out there again, because there's so much. I don't have to tell you to. There's thousands, there's millions, billions of videos out there. People are posting every single second.
And that'll help you be consistent because you don't have to create a new video.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Hey, Daryl, you're kind of new at it. Can you help? I know, because I deal with this with YouTube. I know there's a lot of people watching that are scared. They're scared of the camera. They're scared to be themselves. What advice could you help give those people? Because you know they're out there.
I say ignore the comments, ignore everything. Act like it's just you and there's an app with nobody on it. You post it and you put the phone down. Like, you don't go look at it, you don't watch it every second. Because before, like, I used to do YouTube for, like, you know, vlogging and what other teenagers do, just interviews and stupid stuff. But I would be so scared to record videos because, oh, I don't have a haircut. Oh, I don't know if the lighting is going to be good. I don't know if this is going to turn out how I want it to. So I would just sit there and record the video, and in the process of editing, I'd be like, I'm not going to post this. And my biggest fear was that I was going to go back and the video only had 3 views, no likes, no comments. And I was like, well, that was a waste. But the truth is, your video is always going to have no likes, no comments if you never upload it. So it's just about putting it up there, doing the best you can, use the right hashtags, and just wait. Patience is going to be key because you may think the video is trash and a whole audience might think this is the best video in the world. So you just have to get it out there. That's the biggest key.
If I could, if I'd like to add something to that, just like if you're somebody who doesn't want to be on camera and you're worried about your appearance or how you look or anything like that. Like there are people out there who all their videos is they're not even in them. They're just people just record like their computer screen saying like, this is how I make money online. Yeah. Like you make videos like that too. Yeah. And you're just recording your screen and you're clicking around your computer. So like, that's kind of, I guess I can see that as a way to ease into it and get yourself more comfortable with posting. So I feel like you don't have to be on them if you don't want to. Yeah.
Like the first 5 seconds is like, this is how you can make blah, 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 blah online. And then you just go and show me clicking on the screen what to do. And that's it.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I'll be honest, guys. Do you know why I do that? When you see the days that I do that, I don't have on makeup. And I'll be like, you know what? I want to do a TikTok, but I don't want to. I mean, you get tired of the camera being in your face, just like David Sharp always says too, you know. And so he's like, there's ways around it. So that's what I'll do. I'm like, I want to do a TikTok, but this is a really good video, so I'll just film it. Okay, so that's one example. And let's just say it doesn't do as good as the ones where I have my face in them. Okay, but it does something. You know, I just recently did a video that I put out on my friend Kevin's channel, and it was on TikTok. And that's what I said then. I'm like, I always think to myself 10. If I have 10 people, which we all know you get more than 10, but if you have 10 people watch your video, that's 10 eyeballs. That is 10 eyeballs on that video.
It's 20 eyeballs, actually.
Huh?
It's 20 eyeballs, actually.
but true, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but anyway, okay, so that's my example of me doing it. So even if I get just a little bit, it's good.
I have to do like so many takes, so many times because I'm trying to read off notes or a teleprompter and I'm stumbling over my words. With TikTok, for me, it's like perfect for me because I can talk for 5 seconds or 10 seconds uninterrupted, turn it off, and then talk again. And and that's like, that's more encouraged on this platform than like, I feel like YouTube or Instagram or like stopping and starting. So it's perfect for me. So I think that's why it was kind of like, it feels like a natural fit for at least a person like me who has bad ADD.
I knew it would be. I told you.
Yeah, you told me like 1,000 times. Yeah.
And another thing, if you're hesitant, it's like Ben promotes the one funnel away challenge. Think of it as your one video away. Like that one video you're scared to post.
Oh my God, Daryl, that's genius.
That's how I think. I was like,
you got to do a TikTok about that.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Everybody, now you know why I have these guys on here. Oh my gosh. We all think of like, that's a good one. You got TikTok that, you need to make a video about that. And then from the video, make a TikTok. Oh, by the way, I do that more than anything since, I'm all about YouTube, is I will do a video, whether I'm talking or I'll do both, whether I'm talking or I'm doing my screen. I'll do the beginning of a YouTube video. And then I'll be like, hey, you want to finish it? Go in the bio and go to my YouTube go to my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? So those are good videos too, for everybody listening who's on YouTube.
Yeah, I think just like, if you can create some sort of like, I don't say intrigue or task for the person who's watching to do, that's great, because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, we're all trying to drive people to our affiliate links, so you don't want to do it on every video, but if you're making videos that give some information, you can just be like, hey, to learn more, check out my link. Hey, to hear the rest of the story, go to my YouTube channel. I think that's a great idea of what you're doing.
Ben, I'm so glad you brought that up. Listen, guys, listen to me. Okay, some of the top people, and I think I seen Matt do this the other day, is I used to put my links. I would say go to the comments, and there's my link.
Yeah.
But I seen one of his videos the other day though, and he did that because I should have told him, because I tried doing it the other day, and they're not letting us do that anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, and I meant to tell Matt that, by the way, he figured out because there's people who's commenting it, but FYI, everybody, do not do that. Either put if you do your link, and just like Ben said, don't do it on all of them. Actually, don't do it on most. Just tell them to go to your link. But for the ones that you do put in there, it's just like my friend who I can't think of right now, who's gonna beat me up. He sold a bunch of stuff just by making separate videos, and the video was a little sales video to sell stuff, and he would have the link on the screen. But just put your link right there on the screen where they can copy and paste it, or even if they had to write it down or something. I mean, if someone's really interested, they're going to do that.
Yeah. So make your
Jake Thornhill. Jake.
I know that name. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Jake.
But yeah, and so with that, you should probably use like Bitly or something like that.
Bitly or a memorable domain.
Or I just discovered Linktree. I don't know if you know about that.
Yeah, Linktree
but
awesome.
because I have over 1,000 followers, I can do the link in bio on TikTok, and instead of Bitly accounts, I have
all your links.
Yeah, I have a Linktree account, which is still a shortened link, and boom, I've got Legendary Marketer, I've got the TikTok challenge, I've got OFA, I've got free books, so it's all it's free. So actually, I have a video in the next couple of days. Will probably come out about Linktree. So look out for that.
Yeah. Because you know what, I did a video with Stacy Kennedy, and I did a friend with her. I did a video with her, but it was about Daryl. You need to watch that because it was about Instagram, and we were talking about the whole Linktree thing too, and that's what I was telling her I wanted to do. And Matt Steinman sent me, and we both do drop funnels. We both do drop funnels. Anyways, he sent me one, and I'm working on it. And I have Legendary Marketer, I have drop funnels, and so I'm gonna do the same thing. So anybody listening, you don't have to use the actual Linktree app.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do Builderall too.
Huh?
You can do
I was just fixing to say, I was calling you out. I was coming to you. I was just fixing to say you can use Builderall, or you can use, what do you use, Ben?
I use ClickFunnels. I know everybody. I love ClickFunnels. I know everyone has very strong opinions about ClickFunnels, but I signed up.
Hey, Daryl, he wants to spend that much money. It's fine for him to spend that much money.
Here's my attitude though: like you make enough money. The extra $200 a month or whatever it costs. What is that? It's nothing. Like.
But even if you scale, try to scale on ClickFunnels.
Why can't you scale on ClickFunnels? I'm still new, so
you know what? You just need to go over to Drop Funnels and you need to listen to these people that's making 8 figures, telling these people that's coming over now. I'm so sorry, I'm passionate. There's tons of people coming over to these big, huge corporations, and they're like, I can't scale. And then they'll look at their stuff. They're like, okay, either you guys switch to Drop Funnels, or I can't help you scale because to a certain point, you got to look at speed, and you're not going to get that with ClickFunnels.
Interesting. Okay.
Hey, I want to talk a little bit more about hashtags. And Daryl, you seem to be one of the good experts, because I do know we covered the part, where you do talk about, how you have the separate things, where you have, which I did know this. I've known this for a long time. You start off, you have to have the small hashtags, the medium hashtags, the big hashtags, and stuff like that.
Keywords is going to be key. And with TikTok, it's not that big of a problem using too many, because they have a tighter limit on how long your description can be. But if you're doing something like Instagram, they allow your description to be super long, and they really don't have a real limit, which means you could have 30, 50 something hashtags. But it's if you're trying to coach people and you're spreading yourself too thin, you end up cutting everybody short. Whereas if you keep it small, confined, but targeted, you're able to provide more value to those people. And it's kind of the same with hashtags. If you do too many, you're kind of spreading yourself thin, because now this platform is trying to spread your content to 100 different hashtags. So it's not that big of a problem with TikTok, but just making sure you're using the right ones, target audience. It doesn't always have to be marketing. Like I said, it could be Facebook, it could be Instagram, whatever, Walmart. If you want to target people who shop at Walmart, it doesn't matter. The key is just using different hashtags and relating it to whatever you're talking about in the video, because obviously you don't want to tag a video Facebook and you're talking about something completely random. So just using keywords, whatever you're talking about, and then trying to keep I like to do consistent hashtags and 1 or 2 that poke out. So if they're all affiliate marketing, maybe one is passive income and the other one is make money online. But the rest are affiliate marketing for beginners, affiliate marketing 2020, affiliate marketing, and so forth.
You know what I've discovered? Sorry.
That's good.
If you use hashtags where the spelling is wrong, that's you
You get
still get a ton of traffic,
because
like
people spell wrong all.
all the time. Like there's like affiliate marketing. You can spell affiliate marketing wrong like 1,000 different ways, but they all have like 100,000 views, 200,000 views. Like
You get a
so,
lot of views doing that.
yeah. So if you were to like if I was trying to hashtag affiliate marketing on TikTok, I think it's like millions and billions of views. So I'm not we're not even close to being able to use that hashtag yet. But if you like spell affiliate marketing with like 3 F's or like 2 L's, you're right in that range of where you're trying to be for your hashtags. So like don't be scared to spell things wrong on your hashtags because people are spelling them wrong all the time.
I
Yeah.
use them.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Like, because I was always told, one of the sweet spot, is up to 30,000, which is getting really hard because I mean, they're all packed, all of
Yeah.
these hashtags, and so I'll see it, and I'm kind of like you said, Daryl, like it'll be all jacked, and then you said, added 3 F's. I'm like,
Mhm.
heck yeah, I think got 30,000 people. There's 30,000 people that spelled it wrong, and then
So-
I'll accidentally spell it wrong, which sometimes I'll do it on purpose, and I'm like, oh yeah, see, they screwed up just like me. That works. Click.
There's this one guy I follow. I haven't tried this out yet. But this one guy does it all the time, and he has I forget his name, but he has a ton of followers. And I'm not trying to get political, but he's very political on TikTok, and he's definitely a Democrat. But he uses all of his hashtags are like Trump 2020, and those types of hashtags. But he's getting like millions of views because of like. So I'm not saying try to start a war, but maybe like if this, I guess the strategy is to go to the opposite. I mean, do the opposite of what you're actually posting about, or try to attract
Different people.
the different people to your audience, and that might be a way to do it. I haven't done that myself, but this guy does it, and he seemed to.
Yeah,
He
because some
seems
He's
people do
probably
that.
all about the
Yeah.
politics and all.
Yeah, I mean,
I say don't. I say stay away.
not even necessarily politics, but like for example, let's say I'm a big baseball fan, and I'm a huge Phillies fan, and I hate the Mets. So I might make a video where I am like talking about how much I hate the Mets and how terrible they are and
They
how I
use
hope
all
the
their
Phillies beat them.
hashtags.
And I'm using hashtags like "Go Mets," "Go Mets Go," or whatever the dumb the Mets suck, whatever the hashtags are. But anyway, like that's if you're trying to build a new bigger audience and draw more people in that you don't necessarily would draw in, that might be a way to do it. So it works for that guy. I don't know.
About analytics is study what time is best for you to post for your type of content,
Mhm.
because that's the same for YouTube, really any social platform. There's a time when your audience is just sitting there waiting for you to drop a video.
It's
And if
true.
you post at that time, that is like, look, because there's times, like I said, when I was doing vlogging on YouTube, I had paid, it was like very expensive. I don't even want to talk about it, but I had paid for this tool and it tells you what time you need to be posting. And it was like 10 o'clock. So I upload a video at 10 o'clock. It's like 10 minutes later, the video is already at 300 some views. And I'm like, I only have 50 some subscribers. Where is all this traffic coming from? And it's like, but if I post a video like at a complete opposite time, that video may never get to 300 views. So it's really about posting time. And like I said, making sure your content is engaging.
Exactly.
Wow. So to that, like, if you're worried about like losing somebody within the first 5 seconds, then right away you need to make it be known what your video is about. You don't want to be
Yeah.
like, "Hey guys, happy Friday" or anything like that. You just want to be like, "Hey, this is about X, Y, Z." But 15 seconds. That's all. That's you can do so much. And what I like to do, and what you learn in I can't. I'm plugging this so much. The Legendary Marketing TikTok course. Like, guys, seriously, everybody, it is like it's $1. Take it if you want to get into TikTok. They teach you to make variations of your videos. So if you have an idea, like you want to do top 5 affiliate marketing courses, a video like that, make 2 different versions of it and test them against each other and see what does better. Or make like, what I like to do is I do whatever the topic is, I'll do a 15-second version of it, and then I'll do a 60-second version of it. And again, see how that goes. So just keep creating and just keep coming up with different ideas, but make it be known make it be known what you're making your video about and who your audience is, because that's what they're gonna, they're watching you for a reason, because you're making videos about a particular thing. Like don't be all over the place. Like don't make video, like, yes, include your personality, but I'm not gonna go make 100 videos about the Phillies or my love of sports. I might put 1 or 2 in there just kind of show my personality out there. But like primarily keep the focus, keep all the videos in the same like bubble, so to speak. Whether like, so to me, it's maybe all of us, it's make money online, it's affiliate marketing. Relatively speaking, you want to keep everything about that, so your your followers already know what you're about.
Yeah, I think Rachel Peterson says like do 5 that's kind of your niche, and then you can do something else random. Like she does stuff kind of like I do, with my kids, and she'll do stuff with her kids, and she does stuff kind of about in her 30s, like being over 30.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I've done like 2. I'm like, I'm gonna start talking about it because I'm 43. Start talking about being over 40s and stuff. But she said do like every 5, and then that way it still shows. They're not bored. They can still get to see your personality, but then they still get to see everything with your niche.
Yeah,
Wrap this up, guys, and everybody watching. I really hope that this helps you. And I know there's a lot of people that's still new. Like I said, is trying to get out there. And I knew Daryl had a lot of insight. He just started. Look how good Ben's doing, and he hasn't been doing it. So I mean, these are 2 guys, and you see how much they know already. I mean, with the insight from, and then Ben keeps plugging in our dollar course thingy, which I put my link in the
click the link, everybody.
It's cool. I mean, it's just $1, and if if you're already in Legendary Marketer, it's fine. It's just $1. Go waste 99.
If you're like,
it's $99.
I'm a big believer. Like, if you really want to learn, if you really want to do something, you should find people that have done it before and try to learn from them. And even though TikTok is still relatively new, and you're learning from people maybe they're still relatively new at it, the advice is so sound, and I follow it to a T, and it's helped me. And you just post, even if you think it's a bad idea or it's dumb, just post. Who cares if nobody watches it? Like, just post it. Whatever. Just don't try to overcome your fears. And yeah, there we go.
All right, guys. Hopefully you learned something from TikTok marketing strategies for beginners from me and these 2 guys. So if you also have a tip to add, go ahead and put it in the comments. And if you want to go ahead and give us, your link to TikTok, go ahead and put it in the bottom. And we promise you that we will go and follow you, and everybody else go in and follow everybody as well. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And these 2 guys, go ahead and holler out your YouTube now. Daryl.
And Vandelay Marketing Industries.
Daryl Gray Jr., just my name.
All right. So you can reach out to all of us on YouTube, and we want to say we love you.